Innovation, defined by Solomon et al. 2014, is anything customers perceive as being new or different from competitors. This can be illustrated in
See You in the NT demonstrates innovation through the use of humorous and colloquial language as a method to increase tourism into the Northern Territory. Originally formed in Humpty Doo in November 2016 to promote general travel awareness in order to increase tourism to the Northern Territory. To further spread their marketing campaign, they began to sell merchandise which captured immediate consumer and media attention through an unorthodox marketing strategy by using provocative, alluding, and suggestive logoing. It was through a viral amount of media coverage and interest from the majority of the Australian public that the campaign expanded into a more focused tourism campaign and created SeeYouInTheNT.com. Since its substantial growth, the company NT Official, who was behind the campaign, decided to create a What's On website that promotes events, festivals, and local events throughout different areas of the state in order to intrigue tourists and subsequently makes them want to go to the Northern Territory.
The website has now developed into one of the most informative means of tourism communication by illustrating to consumers the true spirit and natural beauty of the Northern Territory, whilst also providing tourists with many helpful tips, maps, local tours, and many articles dedicated to educate and make travelling to the Territory easy and as accessible as possible.
This campaign utilizes a magnitude of concepts in order to become as novel and innovative as possible. These include targeting specific audiences through the assistance of geographical and demographic segmentation in order to appeal and sell their ideas of tourism, using differentiation to set themselves apart from the competition, branding to create relationship with consumers, and finally, integration, marketing, communications to deliver a clear and consistent message about the campaign and what they stand for.
Therefore, it is the collective development of target market and segmentation concepts, differentiation, branding, and integration marketing communications that sets See You in the NT apart from other competitive Australian tourism companies and truly demonstrate innovative tourism marketing. Market segmentation can be broken down into 4 categories: geographic, demographic, behavioural, and psychographic. However, 2 segments are clearly demonstrated in the See You in the NT campaign, which are geographic and demographic. Firstly, geographic segmentation is useful for companies wishing to target a specific geographical location, such as a nation, state, or city. See You in the NT targets Australian culture as a whole, however more predominantly from rural cities, appealing to the characteristics similar to those in the Northern Territory. An assumption called geodemography means birds of a feather flock together. This means those who live in similar locations will share similar culture values, which in this case, Australians with backgrounds in rural Australian towns will typically have the same sense of humour and open-mindedness, and therefore will find this campaign intriguing. This can be illustrated through their merchandise of stubby holders, fishing jerseys, and tank tops. Moreover, demographic. This is a segmentation targeting age, gender, income, ethnicity, and education. In relation to See You in the NT, this campaign does not discriminate and is completely unapologetic. This campaign is all-inclusive to ages, genders, education levels, as its main purpose is to have a shock value. However, provocative language typically divides a market into those who are typically down for it and those who think it's disgusting marketing technique. See You in the NT states that they promote travel awareness as an ideal travel destination for the young or young at heart, therefore clearly not intending to appeal to one specific group or ethnicity, but instead a broader demographic that will have an open mind and a desire to travel. This can be depicted on their Instagram tagged post, with men, women in their 40s and 50s owning the classic Australian stubby holder, along with a younger generation with t-shirt merchandise and fishing jerseys.
See You in the NT uses branding as a way to attract consumers not only to the campaign, but also to what the Northern Territory has to offer as a whole. They do this through various branding methods such as brand equity and brand personality. CU and the NT uses non-traditional marketing methods and abstract marketing in their brand name to attract consumers internationally and domestically, as researchers have established that travellers are attracted to the country through the campaign's portrayal of the iconic and stereotypical True Blue Australia. CU and the NT has had minor backlash due to the nature of the campaign's name, causing a mixed effect on the brand equity. Brand equity refers to the differential effect of knowing a brand name has on a consumer's response to a product or its market, and is a way of measuring a brand's ability to engage consumer preference and loyalty. Brand equity can be positive or negative depending if consumers react more favorably or less favorably towards the brand compared to a generic or unbranded version of the same product or service. Although CU and the NT has had minor backlash for the name and its connotations, the brand is still recognized by its audience and is a popular option compared to other travel operators in the Northern Territory. This is due to positive brand equity and the relationship between the target market and campaign, through perceptions of friendliness, openness, and helpfulness, as well as comedic connotations entertaining and exciting the market. Another way in which CU and the NT uses innovation to stand out from the tourism industry crowd in the Northern Territory is through their unique brand personality. The minds behind the campaign use a specific mix of human traits that attribute to the brand itself, which is one of the reasons it has had such a strong consumer support and high brand loyalty. What makes this strategy so successful is that consumers don't feel like they're dealing with a corporate company behind a keyboard. This method allows the targeted market to feel a part of the operation and a part of the Northern Territory family the campaign is trying to bring across to present and future consumers.
So, turns out this is not your typical tourism slogan. This campaign is distinctively innovative as it sets itself apart from the competition by using provocative language without using provocative language. In comparison with the real NT tourism slogan, "Do the NT, go now, regret never," and Tourism Australia's slogan, "There's nothing like Australia," they're both quite vague and boring. CU and the NT's campaign has become more than just a slogan. It's become an iconic representation of a state in which the target demographic are proud to be a part of. This is because rather than trying to primarily sell a product, the campaign focuses more on the Australian sense of humour and creating a connection. This is evident when looking into how each company advertises tours. CU and the NT uses puns, colloquial language and cultural jargon to engage the audience with "sink your teeth into these croc tours," contrasted with the competitor's advertisement of bird watching. Additionally, when looking back, other brands around the globe have tried to be provocative and a little naughty with their slogans, but have completely failed. Reebok in 2012, "Cheat on your girlfriend, not your workout," an American Bud Light slogan, "The perfect beer for removing no from your vocabulary." These marketing failures stem from the inability to understand their audience and make a true connection. Therefore, CU and the NT campaign truly sets themselves apart from any other tourism promotional advertisement out there by creating a unique experience that consumers can enjoy.
Integrated marketing focuses on creating an integrated and seamless experience for consumers to interact with the brand through the merge of all aspects of marketing communications, such as advertising, sales promotion, public relations, direct marketing, and social media through their respective mix of methods or channels in order for them to work as one. This strategy allows companies to stay consistent across all channels, ensuring they are focused on the consumer. CU and the NT displays integrated marketing in all aspects of their promotional methods, from their brand name to their merchandise all the way to their tour ideas and advice to consumers. By blending their advertising, sales promotion, marketing, public relations, and their personal selling into one slogan, they are creating a simplified message to tourists by shocking them, showing some humour, and getting people interested into what the campaign is really about. CU and the NT uses the 5 functions of the IMC in order to create an edge over competitors, making them more desirable to consumers. Firstly, CU and the NT informs consumers about new products and the happenings of the Northern Territory through their website cuandtheNT.com on their What's On page, where consumers can see what tours and activities are currently on and what type of events are happening around the region, including music festivals, sporting events, fishing, and lots more. The campaign also uses various modes of advertising in order to persuade consumers to choose their campaign over others. This is done by designing their website to be user-friendly and full of puns, along with other humorous connotations. This persuades consumers, as if they feel they can connect to an image, they will stick with it instead of going to a faceless company. Constant advertising and promotions are displayed throughout all social media outlets in order to remind consumers about the campaign, what they have going on, and how beautiful the Northern Territory really is. This is displayed on outlets such as Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook, to name a few. CU and the NT also build relationships with customers by using very informal language whilst directing the audience. This engages consumers as the Aussie slang adds a touch of the top end to the website and to the advertising. This informal tone will allow consumers to feel more relaxed while working with the campaign and communicating with them. This simplified strategy used by CU and the NT has enabled the large response they have had to their campaign, as the campaign is unique and somewhat inappropriate, which is what consumers are attracted to. The guerrilla marketing strategy the campaign has used has made them the unique company they are today, using the same clear message about the Northern Territory, accompanied by the stereotype to the rest of Australia and the world.
We are Australia. I watched the Toships fly. For 40,000 years I've been first Australian.